अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो महावदन्याय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्य नाम्ने गौरतिसे गुरवे गौरचन्द्राय राधिकायै तदालये कृष्णाय कृष्णभक्ताय तद्भक्ताय यं प्रव्रजन्तमनुपेतमपेतकृत्यं द्वैपायनो विरहकातरः पुत्रेति तन्मयतया सर्वोऽभिनेदु तं सर्वभूतहृदयं तवैवास्मि न जीवामि त्वया विना इति विज्ञा राधे माम चरणं। First of all, my humble obeisances in the lotus feet of my Paramaradhya Guru Pad Padma Vishnu Pad Sri Srimad Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Goswami Maharaj, and my Shiksha Guru in the lotus feet of my Shiksha Guru Sri Srila Bhakti Vedanta Swami Maharaj. Today is very like yesterday, Madhavendrapuri Pad, the birthday. Disappearance, they both are same. Of Madhavendrapuri Pad and Madhvacharya, Srinivasa Acarya. I think that speakers have told about this, explained. Madhav Maharaj, he has explained. But you should know that Krishna was controlled by Madhavendrapuri Pad. And in some cases, I think Madhavendrapuri is more superior than Prahlad Maharaj too. More superior. I think Prahlad Maharaj cannot touch the lotus feet of Madhavendrapuri. He is the root of Prema Bhakti, Prem Kalpata. And Srinathji's Seva he manifested. And he came to him and get darshan. Prahlad Maharaj Nrsimhadev and for momentary. But Madhavendrapuri Pad and Bali Maharaj, often he used to give darshan in Shruta. But Madhavendrapuri Pad, a special maidservant of Radhika, so hot. He is the root of Braja Rasa, who brought in this world. And then Ishwar Puri Pad came, and then he gave all these things to Mahaprabhu, Sarv Damodar, Raya Ramananda, Shad Goswami, and Dashkam. So Madhavendrapuri is so high. He has love and affection, especially for Radha and Krishna. And also Srinivasa Acarya. He was the disciple of Gopal Bhatta Goswami. And he was trained like a Shiksha Guru by Jiva Goswami. And he introduced so many melodies of Kirtan. And he was so high class of devotee that Avarup Goswami, all Goswami depended on him. That you should go to preach in Bengal all the literature written by us, by Rup Goswami, Sanatana Goswami, and he took and he was going with his subordinate Raghunath, Narottam Thakur and Shyamanand. And the way some dacoit looted all the books.
The bullock cart.
They thought that, full of jewel. The astrologer told to dacoits, the leader, that, this is full of treasure. And for this they, what? Stolen away the cart with whole books. And they kept there. Now the three became mad, Srinivasa and others. Anyhow, Srinivasa Acarya sent both subordinates to Bengal. And I am here until I will discover the books. And then the king was the leader of all the dacoits. But he was also a devotee. Though he used to loot out so many things, but he used to meditate and hear Srimad Bhagavat especially. There was a Bhagavat Pandit in his council, and he used to come and to read Srimad Bhagavat, explain Srimad Bhagavat. Srinivasa Acarya, in a very simple form, dress, he went there where Bhagavat was going. He was hearing also. When Srimad Bhagavat was finished for that day, then Srinivasa told Acharya, may I explain something about this, what he has explained? Then king, yes, I want that you should explain something about this. He was speaking on Gopi Geet or Brahmar Geet, but he could not explain so hard. Then when he stood up and began to explain, himself weeping and making all audience weeping. That has been explained by Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, Sanatana Goswami, in Srimad Bhagavatam. All began to weep. And then at once the king came and flat down, did pranam sastang and told, I want to take Diksha initiation from you and want to hear Srimad Bhagavatam. Then he told that yes, and then he took initiation, he gave initiation. And then king told, I want to give you some donation for this, Dakshina. Guru Dakshina. He told, what? Dakshina can you give? Then you say, as you like, I will give. You are promising, yes. Then you should try to manage to bring that cart full of all the books. It is with me. It is with me. And my astrologers told that 3 persons are coming, devotees from Vrindavan, and they have a lot of jewels, more than jewels. And that is why we took. But we could not thought that they are jewels. Now, hearing from you, I now know that they are more than jewels. Jewel cannot give Krishna Bhakti. They cannot help us. But that works. 1,000 and you are coming only by that grace. Chaitanya Charitamrita, books of Jiva Goswami, Sanatana Goswami, Rupa Goswami, all. And they went. So this was Srinivasa Acharya, of very high class devotee. So we pray to their lotus feet that they should spend to their mercy to us. Now I want to come on the subject that we begin in Los Angeles. Very, very high classes there, very attractive, powerful, all inspired in that classes. We finished up to Adav Saddha Tata Sadhu Sangha of Bhajan Kriya. We touched something, Bhajan Kriya. We cannot explain so laboriously. It will take so many years and years. But we explained the essence of all the bhajan kriya. Now I want that knowing bhajan kriya, we should try to do bhajan and fully follow all the principles of bhakti. If you are hearing only, it will not do. We will have to follow. Swamiji came, my Shiksha Guru Bhakti Vedanta Swami Maharaj, and he instructed all. He wrote so many books. But why? Oh, so many leaders, high class of leaders, they became against him and they left the mission. And again, like hogs and pigs, animal life they began to. Why? So we should know that chance should not come in our life. So we should know pure bhakti, not a upadhiki that we explained in Los Angeles. There is bhakti, pure bhakti. There is aupadhik bhakti. There are some Sangha Siddha, Arop Siddha, Karma Mishra, Gyan Mishra, Yoga Mishra, so many kinds of pure bhakti is rare in this world. Very rare. So we should know that what are that unearths that makes bhakti impure. So there are so many. If you are chanting so much, but making offenses to Nam, to Vaishnava, to Guru, and to Krishna, and to epics, that name is Namaparad, not pure name. And I think that most of us are doing that with offenses. Because we don't know what are the Namaparad, what is the Dhama Aparad, Vaishnava Aparad, Guru Aparad, we don't know. So we should know. And then we should purify our pure bhakti. And it will come. Then we can have Nishtha and then Nishtha too. Otherwise not. So I want to explain something about unearths. What are these unearths? First of all, 10 kinds of Namaparad. You remember? All? Not full? No. You know? 10? Can you explain? Explain. Oh, don't think that dand is so, this is so heavy and we cannot carry it. Don't think it burden. But you should think it Narayan Swarupa, the infestation of Narayan, and it will save you. My Guru, their whole life, in the last, when he became some old, he left. My too, more than 70 years to 60 years.
Your mother Maharaj took sannyas, you have carried on.
Yes, everything. Still I have. So don't think it load or any burden. It will save you. But I see nowadays they think like so. So you should. Then you should define what are 10 Namaparad. We should try to be very careful and to give up Namaparad.
So now, discussion of Sripad Mahasya, coming to the subject of Anatanavriti. So Chaitanya Chandra has written Bahujanma Kariyari Shavana Kirtan, Tukunalai Pai Krishna Pai Pramadan. One may chant holy name for millions of births. If one is affected with 10 offenses to the holy name, You cannot achieve success, you cannot gain Krishna, you cannot gain Krishna Prem. So we should try very hard to understand what they are, and by the mercy of Guru and Vaishnava, give them up very far away. So first, the 10 Namaprads, Vaishnava Ninda.
No. What is written there? Oh, go.
So question may come,
Why it has been not told Guru? Why it has been told Satang Ninda?
said, because only a very foolish or ignorant person would blaspheme or criticize his own spiritual master. But it's very hard for us to understand who is actually pure Vaishnava. And also because Vaishnava and Guru is not a different thing. Shiksha Guru and Diksha Guru is not separate. All bona fide Gurus, all bona fide Vaishnavas are our Guru. So therefore, because we cannot understand who is actual Vaishnava, like Srila Gopishala's Babaji Maharaj, he's wandering around with no dhamma, no sannyas, only wearing one cloth. So he's also tasting Krishna Prem, he's behaving sometimes like a madman. So if he came here, what would we do? We could not understand his position, therefore we would criticize him and fall down. So first aparad is Vaishnava Ninda. 6 types of Vaishnava Ninda. Offense to Vaishnava. Hanti dvashcha nindati. Na Vaishnava vinandanam. Krudati. Na harsham isat padantishap. 6 causes of fall down. Hanti means to beat a Vaishnava. Dvashti, to be envious of Vaishnava. Nindati, to criticize a Vaishnava. Not to be, when seeing a Vaishnava, not to feel happiness, not to feel exaltation. And to feel anger at a Vaishnava. These are 6 causes of Vaishnava aparad. And not to welcome Vaishnava, not to feel happy when seeing Vaishnava. Because the holy name is situated in the heart of the Mahabhagavat. Therefore, if you criticize him in any way, even by mind, then the holy name which is situated in his heart will never manifest in your heart. So one should be very careful. Also now, number 3 coming is Guru Vagya, to disobey the order of the spiritual master. At the time of initiation, the disciple makes promises. Avoid sinful activity, intoxication, illicit sex, meat eating, gambling. At the time of initiation, the Guru makes a promise to the disciple, I will take you out of this ocean of birth and death, put you in the Goloka Vrindavan. But the disciple also makes a promise, because the relationship between Guru and disciple is reciprocal relationship. So at the time of initiation, one makes a firm promise. If one breaks those regular principles, it means he is disobeying the order of the spiritual master. Therefore, the mercy of the spiritual master cannot come upon him. So to think, or Sanskrit, I'm not fully sure. But to...
What about if anyone not obeying his Guru, then what is this?
This Guru Avagya, disrespect to the spiritual master.
Guru Avagya or Aparad? What?
Same thing. Disregard your means to disrespect him, not to give full worship to him, full respect.
Oh. Guru Avagya is Aparad, but more against doing something, beating him, criticizing him. Oh, this is more. Then bhakti will come, be uprooted by elephant mad nama aparad. So we should always care. I think that you should not criticize anyone, even he is not devotee. By criticizing, all bad qualities come to you, in you, and then you will be devastated from bhakti. So what to tell a Guru, a Vaishnava, oh, you should not criticize anyone. You can pray something for him, but not. But if Guru is there, and he is telling something about that, be careful of, this is not criticized. To shape disciples, he can tell. Go on. After that,
so the glories of the holy name have been described exclusively in the Shastra. Vede Ramanaya Cheva Purani Bharatava Devante Chadamadya Chahri Sarvatrigeti. If we look in all the Vedic scriptures, only one thing is described in the beginning, the middle, and the end. That is the glories of the holy name. So to think that the holy name is Artavad, that means all the Vaishnavas, in order to encourage everyone to chant the holy name, they have described the glories, but actually the glories are not so high. For example, Sri Haridas Thakur, he was in the house of Sri Raghunath, after Raghunath Das Goswami, his father. So discussion was going on, so Sri Haridas Thakur said, Kalaya Mukti Pave Kavi Pravedam. Kore Kore Namabas Suga Mukta Pai. In this Kali Yuga, one can easily attain Mukti simply by chanting Namabas, that means the shadow of the holy name. So one Brahmana, Gopal Champa, he became disgusted with that statement. Oh, how you can say simply by a shadow of the holy name, one can attain Mukti. Mukti is not obtained even after millions and millions of lives of Savan Bhajan. And you're saying just by Sankirtam, Parihasam Vastavam, Hilayam Evala, even by chanting and neglectfully indicating something else, you can attain Mukti. It's not possible. If Mukti is attained by this, then I cut off your nose. See, Namacharya Haridas Thakur said, if Mukti is not attained by Namabas, don't worry. I'll cut off my own nose. So because that Brahmana made offense to the feet of Haridas Thakur, he could not understand the glories of the holy name. In 3 days, he attained leprosy, his nose and his lotus-like fingers dropped off. So this is called Artavad.
This is not bad.
No. One should not do Artavad to holy name.
Go.
So,
Moreover,
also, if one worships the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna, or his multifarious incarnations, if one worships Vishnu and the demigods on the same platform, this one type of Namaparad, isn't it?
go.
Saying, Yastunaram Deva Brahma Guradi Devata Samatvaneva Vikshana Sapasandi Dhruvam Bhavet. If one worships Brahma or Rudra or the other demigods on the same level as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sapasandi Dhruvam Bhavet. He is called Pasandi or an offender. So, one time, also one should not try to interpret the holy name. For example, many people, they go through the scripture, they look in the dictionary, Hare Krishna, they try to give mundane explanation of the holy name. One time, the leader of the Bhalat Sampradaya, he came to Puri and he said to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, "Oh Mahaprabhu, I have given a commentary on the holy name. Would you like to hear it?" So Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, "I don't know any other description of the holy name. I know that the holy name is Shamasundar. I know the holy name is Yashodanandan." So this way Mahaprabhu never like to hear any mundane explanation of Mahamantra. Mahamantra is directly Radha Krishna. So also, one
After that,
to disrespect the Vedic scriptures, especially all Vedic scriptures, especially Bhakti Shastra, to in any way minimize them, or to disrespect them, or to criticize, or by mundane Tadakana Pravistana, by your mundane intelligence, try to cut the idea of the Vedic scriptures. This is also one type of Namaparad, because the name and the Shastra is not different things. So they criticize the Shastra, which is nothing else but the Mahamantra. By criticizing Shastra, you're criticizing the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So most importantly, is in the 10th one, is to mind while chanting Harinam, to maintain mundane attachment. So this is to chant inattentively. This is the main one that we all aim also.
chanting Hari name, but even he has so much attachment to body and thinking that I am this body. This is also not. Knowing the glorification of name, and we are not chanting, not giving respect to name, and keeping fits like that, chanting Hare Krishna, sleeping. This is also. And you should not give initiation to anyone who has no Shraddha in name. So, we should not make any disciple. Otherwise, in future, they will quarrel, and they will quarrel with their Gurudev, and they will give up Gurudev, and also Krishna they will give up. So we should not make so many disciples also. Be careful for. What is Dhamaparat? You Dhama Aparad.
Gananjana Shalakaya Chakshu Unmilitam Jena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. So, just as you have 10 offenses to the chanting of the holy names, so in the same way, you have 10 offenses towards the Holy Dhama. So, they're similar, just as the first offense of the holy name is to blaspheme devotees. So, in the same way, the Holy Dhama, to make some blasphemous statements about the Holy Dhama, to consider the Holy Dhama to be a material place, and not to honor its transcendental nature. This is first offense. Second offense to the Holy Dhama is to have some mundane conceptions in the Holy Dhama, to come to the Holy Dhama, and rather than staying in the Holy Dhama and engaging in devotional activities, but to come and want to make some material profit whilst in the Holy Dhama, doing business, etc., trying to make some material gain in the Holy Dhama. This is offense to the Holy Dhama. 3. To commit violence to the residents of the Holy Dhama. That one should see that whoever has come and taken shelter of the Holy Dhama, whether they have taken birth in the Holy Dhama, they're living in the Holy Dhama, they're coming, they're doing bhajan in the Holy Dhama, that then they're greatly fortunate personalities, just as Srila Gaura showed us Babaji Maharaj. When any resident of Navadvip Dham would come, then immediately he would give them all respects, honoring that, a resident of the Holy Dham has come. And in this way, he would show that we should always give proper respects to those who are residing in the Holy Dham. Of course, when we say who actually is a Dhambasi, who actually is a real resident of the Holy Dham, then one who actually has realized the glories of the Holy Dham, who can see that the Holy Dham is Chinmoy Vastu, that is transcendental, and they have that transcendental vision. Really, they're residents of the Holy Dham. Really, they're Brijvasis. But nevertheless, you may have those personalities who are within the Holy Dham. They may be Brahmanas. They may not be performing Aikantiki Bhakti, one-pointed devotional service. But still, they should be respected, as well as those others who are living within the Holy Dham.
Thank you. There are also some things. There should be no Seva Parad. In doing archan, we should know fully how to do archan and then follow archan. Or that neglecting, not obeying the Shastra about this, maybe Dhama Shiva. There are 36 kinds of, 32 kinds of Shiva Parad. So we should know and try to be careful from them. If all these aparats has gone, even there is something unearthed, and that what Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur in his Madhurya Kandamani, he has explained, and that are Utsamai Ghan Tarala and all. If bhakti is not perfect, not pure, then this stage is there. And very critical at that time, very critical. If at that time no test is coming, whether you have left your position, your worldly wealth and reputations and your wife, children even, but no nishtha, then you are bound to go down. So we should know what is anishtita bhakti. You, in brief. You should know and try to be very careful. Otherwise, name will not be perfect. Thank you.
Om Gana Timarandasa Ganandana Salaka Chakshuramitam Jena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Srila Gurudev ordered me to explain briefly the 6 types of Anishtita Bhajana Kriya. When someone is practicing the angles of devotional service, while there is still some anartha, then their practice will not be characterized by nishtha, steadiness. The unsteadiness that they experience has been categorized into 6 aspects. The first one is called utsahamai. Utsahamai is exactly like when a small child goes to school for the first time. And then they begin to write. They learn how to write the letter A. A for apple. B for ball. And this. And then they go back home and they tell their mother and father, oh, I am a very great student. I can write A for apple and B for ball. Actually, they have no idea of what it means to be a student. They have learned only a few things. But now they think that they have learned many things and they're very qualified. And because of this, they become full of enthusiasm. So much enthusiasm. But this enthusiasm, it is false. It is coming from their pride. This is called utsahamai, or false enthusiasm. What will happen after some time? They'll come to a stage. The next stage of Anishtita Bhakti is called Ghanatara.
Apply this to devotion life. That a boy who are initiated, he thinks that by name, we have achieved everything.
So, similarly, if we apply this analogy to the devotee, some person, he approaches the spiritual master and he receives Harinam and Diksha. And then, he learns 1 or 2 verses like this. And then he thinks he's very qualified. He understands all Siddhanta and Shastra. And he's a very great devotee now. But actually, he's in the most beginning stage. And not even born yet. Yet in his mind, he's thinking he's great. And from this false conception of himself, he has so much enthusiasm. But what will happen? After a little time, some difficult challenges may come in his spiritual life. So the next stage is called Ghana Tarla. Ghana means condensed, and Tarla means diluted. In other words, the intensity of his endeavor is not continuous. Sometimes he can show enthusiasm, and other times he just cannot get out of bed. He cannot move. He has no enthusiasm at all. Why? How will it come? Just like a child. After a few days, he went to school, and the teacher told him, you should write the word scissors. So he writes, S-I-S, no, run. S-I-C, no, run. S-I-C-I-S-O, no, run. He's trying to write the word. Again and again, he makes a mistake. And the teacher chastises him. Then he says, this studying is useless. Why do you have to do this studying? This is not important. Who needs this studying? And he becomes frustrated. And he wants to give up studying even. So similarly, the devotee, when he goes a little further in his spiritual life, and then he finds out, what I'm doing is not pure bhakti. Pure bhakti is very high. There are so many stages to go through. It may take many lifetimes even. And then he may become discouraged. His spiritual master asks him to do something, but he finds it very difficult. So he becomes discouraged, and sometimes he's enthusiastic, sometimes not. This stage is called Ganatarla. The next stage is called Vyuda Vikalpa. Vyuda Vikalpa means when the mind is oscillating like a pendulum. It swings one side towards renunciation, then it swings back the other side towards material attachment. The devotee is thinking, I see that the associates of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, most of them were in household life. Like Srinivasa Acarya and others, they were very qualified. They're in household life, and it wasn't any obstacle for them. So I can also be in household life, and it will not be an obstacle. Then the next moment he thinks, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he left his household life. Completely left everything when he was so young. He left his old mother and young wife behind just to make progress in bhakti. So I should also be like that. I should not become entangled in material life. I should be completely renounced. And then his mind thinks, but I should not be artificial. We should try to be honest. I have so many attachments coming in my mind. And if I become artificial about this, then it may rise up as some kind of psychosis or anything, or phobias and things like this. And he makes some psychological adjustment. Thinks, I should not be renounced. I should be honest with myself. I should get married. And then he thinks, but Raghunath Das Goswami, he ran away. He was married, but he ran away from home. No, I should be renounced. Better to be renounced. There are no obstacles. You have more time to do bhajan. So in this way, this is called Vyula Vikalpa. His mind is swinging from side to side like a pendulum, and he cannot decide whether to renounce the world or whether to follow the path of Grihastha Dharma. After this, he can come to the next stage. The next stage is called Vishaya Sangara. Vishaya Sangara means fighting with the objects of sense gratification within the mind. He makes a vow. Okay, that's it. I'm not going to eat any more chocolate. And all day long he's thinking, I'll never take chocolate my whole life. I'll not take chocolate. And he's thinking chocolate all the time. And before he knows it, his friend says, hey, do you want to buy a chocolate chip? And then, he's fighting with his mind. And the very thing he was fighting with, he ends up becoming entangled in that. So this is called Vishaya Sangara. After some time, another stage is there. That is called Niyamakshama. Niyamakshama means the inability to maintain vows. The devotee thinks, evam brata swa pirinama kirtya jatanuraga druta chitta uchchay. If I make a vow to chant, 1 lakh harinam, or 2 lakhs harinam, even, then very soon I'll get Krishna praying. So he follows his vow for 1 or 2 days, then on the 3rd day, he becomes sick, he has cough and cold and a headache, and he cannot do anything. Even he doesn't touch his mala that day. So again and again, he tries to make some strong vows in his life, but he has inability, he has no strength to follow them. This is called Niyamakshama. Then the next stage is called Taranga Rangini. 6th day. Taranga Rangini means enjoying or playing in the Taranga, the waves. If a devotee is trying to follow the principles of pure bhakti very, very nicely, he may not be very advanced, but he's trying to follow everything nicely. After some time, others will see, he's a very high class of devotee. We like him. And they begin to give so many facilities, so much money, and gold watches and cars and donations of land and temples, and many things come to him. Now, instead, before he may have been somewhat sincere and looking inside and trying to search out the service of his Ishtadev. But now his mind is going outside and he's looking towards the money, the donations, the land, the respect, name and fame, and all of these things. And the intensity of his bhajan becomes diluted because he starts to take it easy. He becomes somewhat leisurely and he begins to enjoy the facilities that mixed bhakti afford. If someone will practice mishra bhakti, bhakti which is mixed with impurities, such as karma, jnana, and yoga, then it is inevitable that it will attract so many material results. And one becomes entangled with those things, and they become a great impediment in spiritual life. So when the devotee has overcome these 6 types of anishtita bhakti, then still not in Nishta, there are a few more things he'll have to overcome. We will read this from the Lotus of Srila Gurudev.
Govind Jai Jai Gopal. Shri Govind Jai Jai Gopal Jai Jai Govind Jai Jai Gopal Jai Shri Radha Ramana Hari Govind Jai Jai Shri Radha Ramana Hari Govind Jai Jai Govind Jai Even you have passed that stage that he described, still Nishtha is not there. There are so many things to do. But I know that this is very critical time. In this stage, no Nishtha, no Ruchi. So they gave up all the devotional activity. We should be at that time very careful. We should know something, still something is to do. And can you tell about life, Dikshe, Pratipatti, yes, explain.
Today, I want to speak something more about the obstacles, we call persistent obstacles in the attainment of Nishtita Bhakti or Nishtita Bhajana Kriya. We've heard about Nishtita Bhajana Kriya, and then in Arthanavritti, Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur says that the order of the sequence is Anishtita Bhajana Kriya, then Anarthanavritti, and then Nishtita Bhajana Kriya. So there's still 5 obstacles in the way. Also, just as a small note, there's 4 kinds of anarthas. We've heard of the aparats, and there's also those anarthas that come from sukrit ota, our own past pious activities. Sometimes we see someone who's very handsome or wealthy or very intelligent finds it difficult to surrender to Sri Guru because he has so much good karma that it's difficult for him to feel humble or to take instructions from others. So this is sukrit ota. Those
No, don't mix them. That is more 5 others. Also, come down. What is lie?
Lie. Sleepiness. This is an obstacle.
When I was speaking, so many were sleeping. Oh, this is lie. Don't sleep.
And there are 3 gradations of lie. Generally, we'll see during the kirtan, like Gurudev just called for a kirtan to make sure no one was in lie. So this will wake everyone up. So we generally see difficulty if you're jumping around and dancing in the kirtan to fall asleep, although it does happen. Then also, progressively,
Once I was speaking something and kirtan was going, and a person was sitting on a box, and when kirtan began, like mridang and all were dancing. At once he fell down from the bed. One person, he went to Thakurji room for worshipping, Archan. And he was not coming till 3 hours. Then our Pujapad Nising Maharaj, he knew something that why he is not coming. Then he forcibly opened the door and he was saying that he was sleeping. This is lie. So you should be try to be careful.
Srila Gurudev, I used to think when I was a new devotee, I see Brahmins and they would be sitting chanting their Gayatris and then falling asleep. I used to think, when you become advanced, you hold on to the string and it causes you to fall asleep.
Give him. Then
this is another stage of lie. The second stage is while hearing. First during kirtan when they have a tendency to sleep. Secondly during hearing Harikatha. And finally as Sripad Sajjan Maharaj has described, while one is doing smartam or remembering.
Especially when we will speak or explain tattva. Then so many will sleep.
Because tattva is very hard. Sometimes.
So in the time to time I tell that you should dance and do.
The next of the 5 persistent obstacles is vikshepa, which means distraction. One becomes distracted while doing devotional service, and the best example of this, of course, is gossiping during japa. And there are many others, of course. But this ability to be distracted from one's service is called vikshe. Then apratipati, this means to be inattentive or indifferent to devotional activities. Just like we may hear, oh, so nice devotee is giving Harikatha class. Oh, but I had to walk so far, or, well, I had so many things I have to get done first. And so we're indifferent. We want to make advancement of bhakti, but this obstacle comes where we're not always eager to always be absorbed. Then,
if you are chanting and remember your Guru mantra, oh, so many thoughts, different idea coming, because at that time they see that, oh, his mind is empty. So many kinds of are coming. So what will be that? What is that? Oh, I should try to control some men. I should. Oh, so many activities comes in the remembrance, and thus mala is in hand, but cannot chant any. And after some time, oh, what I am doing? So this is also big shape.
after pratipati, then we have
If you are here, keep your mind and heart here and here, all the class. But if you are here, are thinking that, oh, I have left my children at home. And you are thinking about there. And they are thinking that, oh, my husband is, oh, very lucky that he is in the association of high class of Vaishnava and always here. And what he is doing? He is thinking of them. So they are better than you.
And they will be benefited.
And they will benefit and you lose. Oh, there is a story. There was a sadhu who went to Navadvip, and he was just staying in a dharmashala or anywhere. Dharmashala, you know, and he was staying. And he saw, oh, there is a prostitute. Oh, in front of me in a house, and she's singing and so doing, and so many bad persons are coming. Oh, what this nonsense? Whole night doing. And prostitute was doing. Oh, the sadhu is so high class. He is remembering Krishna, hearing Harikatha, meditating and serving and doing action. And how I am falling.
And so unfortunately could not go to him even also.
So she was repenting there. In the meantime, death messengers came to that person, sadhu. Oh, why you have come? To take you. Where?
Hellish planet.
Heaven? No.
Hellish planet, Nara.
Hellish planet. Why? Oh, I'm not that. Oh, she is like that. You should go to her and you should take. I'm not so culprit. Oh, no. We have come especially because Jamraj has told us to bring that special person, like he is always remembering that prostitute and her activity. So bring him. And for that is prostitute, he was also going to die. Oh, at once messenger of Vishnu came and took away. And she was telling that I am not that person. Oh, you should go to. I have done so many bad activities. So you should know also that. Here Harikatha, but you are thinking of here, there. And those who are not here, they are thinking that they are fortunate, they are associated. So you should not send your mind and heart anywhere else. Oh, you should be careful for this. Then more.
Kasai means the tendency towards one's bad habits. In the past, we were always subject to so much anger, greed, lust, these qualities. So we're trying to control them as devotees, but then we become angry at the other devotees, or we may feel lust toward the devotee, or we may feel greed. Oh, he has so much money, he's flying around the world for a day, why don't I have money? So like that, these bad qualities that we have in material life may come back again in our devotional life. And then rasasvad means rasa, when one has a choice between doing devotional service or engaging in material sense gratification, he chooses to engage in sense gratification, material rasa.
Thank you. Even Nishtha has not come. No Nishtha. There are so many things. If you want to know all these anarths, you should read Bhajan Rahasya. And there we will see that there are at least
14.
Huh?
16.
16. 16 kinds of anarth. There you can. We are going to tell very shortly and briefly. If we have crossed these, even there are so many things. Can you tell? Huh? You? Huh? No. No, not that. Not that. Now, you can tell. You can tell. Some. That I am. Better you should tell.
Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jananjana Salakaya Chakshurunmilitam Jena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Vanchakalpatarubhasya Kripasindubhaivacha Patitanang Pavanibho Vaishnavibho Namo.
Don't think that it is not essential to hear. Don't think like that. Otherwise, chanting name and Harikatha will not do anything if you are not neglecting all these things. So be careful for all these things. Then your name will be pure, your Harikatha will be pure, everything. So you should hear and be careful.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So, as Srila Gurudev command me to discuss about more anartha, Srila Gurudev described here very short that if you want to know and overcome from anarthas, you have to go through Bhajan Rahasya compiled by our seventh Goswami, Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur. He narrated there very elaborately about 4 anarthas and all 4 anarthas 4 into 4, 16 types. Moreover, Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, as explained in his Madhurya Kadambini, though you overcome from that Utsamai Ghanatarala and Loivikshep, etc., still some anarthas are there in very minute form. What are those? Sukriti Uttha, Dustiti Uttha, Aparad Uttha, Bhakti Uttha. What is Sukriti Uttha? Which we have done past.
Sukriti Uttha, any word? Perhaps.
Sukriti Uttha means coming from pious activity done by your past birth. Just like Sripad Bhakti Sarma, I want to explain that due to your past activity in which you have done past birth, like someone very handsome, someone very wealthy, someone very intelligent, for them, very hard to surrender lotus feet of bona fide Gurudev and very hard to sit with all Vaishnavas. Oh, I am so aristocrat family. I come from aristocrat family. How I can sit all this fallen soul? Not possible for me to sit together with them. And they not care for any Vaishnavas. Just like, I can give one example. Once Narad Rishi was traveling and 2 sons of Kuber, Nalkubar and Manigri, they are playing with angels. Seeing Narad Rishi, that girls, they took their cloth and hiding behind a tree and pay their obeisances. But 2 boys, Nalkubar and Manigri, became very angry and told, "Oh, saintly person, you have no other way to die, for you die. Why you came here?" In these circumstances, Srimad Bhagavatam has told Janmai Sarja Sruta Sri Vieda Mana Madhapuman Naivar Hatta Vidhatum Vai Tamakinchana Gocharam. If you take birth from in a aristocratic family and you have too much oil
Very beautiful.
and very beautiful, very handsome and very intelligent, then and very educated, then false ego bound to come and you will be puffed up. Oh, how I can respect Vaishnavas? So if for this quality, material quality is there, for them very hard to surrender with Vaishnavas. Why we achieve all these things? Due to Sukriti Uttha Anartha.
What became of Nalkubar Manigri?
And Narad Rishi is so merciful, causeless merciful. That, oh, the son of Kuber. Kuber is a devotee. Oh, I have to do some welfare for them. The curse, oh, you are like John, like inert. Okay, you will be tree. Then they feel immediate. Their sense going to be down, down, down. Then they fall flat on the lotus feet of Narad Rishi. Oh, Prabhu, please excuse me. Narad Rishi told, my word is infallible. It never go in vain. But I can make some concession for you both. You will be tree, but you will be tree in the courtyard of Nanda Maharaj. When Supreme Personality Godhead Krishna incarnate in this world, by his touch, he will be delivered from this world again. So, any saintly person, highly bona fide Uttam Mahabhagavati is giving you curse or benediction, both are same. If Narad will never give you to curse, there is no chance, maybe very small chance to get liberated from this position. But Narad Rishi, what he did? When Krishna incarnate, Satta Vidhatum Nijabhritta Bhasitam. Narad Rishi touched them that Krishna will touch you and deliver you from this world. So keep the Narad Rishi's word true. Krishna touched them when Mother Jasoda binded Krishna with grinder mortar. By that touch, they delivered from this world and they became Madhukantha and Snigdhakantha. They are glorifying Krishna's pastime in the council of Nanda Maharaj and other Brajavasis. Madhukantha in one group and Snigdhakantha in another group. Some in Gopis group, some in other Brajavasis group. Snigdhakantha, other Brajavasis group explaining Krishna's pastime and Madhukantha explaining in Krishna's pastime in Gopis group, like Madhusneha and Dhritasneha. So this, why it happened? For them, these four qualities, material qualities, due to Sukriti Uttha Anartha. Duskriti Uttha Anartha. What bad activity you have done in your past birth. For this, you have to suffer so many ways. Like if you see in 7th canto, there one slok is there. Which bad activity you have done, for this what kind of disease you have to suffer. Explaining Dr. Thakur's commentary. So why this disease is coming? Then you can understand which activity you have done in past birth. Like taking alcohol to kill others is explained clearly in Dr. Thakur's commentary. Why? Due to Duskriti Uttha Anartha. You are thinking, oh, I am doing bhajan. I never criticize anyone. Why this bad thing is coming to me? Why? Due to Duskriti Uttha Anartha, which you have done in our past birth. So you have to be careful. And Duskriti Uttha, Sukti Uttha, Bhakti Uttha. Bhakti Uttha means not Parabhakti, not Uttama Bhakti, Aparabhakti. When you are in Aparabhakti stage, not pure Bhakti has come yet, then what happened? You are getting so many name and fame. And you said, oh, Kichinu ki hanu, what I had, what I became. Oh, people are glorifying me so much. They are praising me so much. They are worshipping me. Oh, I am greater than any bona fide Vaishnava and bona fide Guru. I am greater than anyone in this world. You become puffed up. If you puffed up at that time, you have to be very careful. There is so many chance to fall down from your position. Getting their praise and name and fame by your followers who love you, you become very cheerful. And you interpreting, you are representing very wrong Siddhanta. And all people are laughing, you are thinking, oh, I am doing so nice, he'll become very cheerful. And later on, he'll go to one other Vaishnavas who knows all Siddhanta or Guru Padma. Then what will be? Then you will be chastised by them, or they will check you, don't do so. Then you will be tearful. For this, first tearful, then tearful. Have to be much careful. Otherwise, you have to suffer so many ways. What has happened? Due to aparad, uttha bhakti, bhakti uttha anartha. And aparad uttha anartha. Which aparad you have done, like namaparad, sevaparad, dhamaparad, vaishnavaparad. For this aparad, you are suffering so many ways. You think, oh, I am not doing nothing. But which aparad you have done past birth? We could not advance in Krishna consciousness so rapidly. You know, somebody came later on me and is rapidly so much. But I could not do so. What is the cause? Because I have done so many aparad in past birth. For this reason, I am suffering so many ways to rapid, so many obstacles coming to rapid progress in Krishna consciousness. So you have to be careful all this. When you overcome all these things, then Srimad Bhagavad has told, Nasta prayesu abhadresu nittam bhagavata sevaya bhagavati uttama sloke bhakti bhavati noistiki. Nasta prayesu abhadresu. Abhadresu means anartha. Not completely gone yet. Nasta prayesu abhadresu. Some anartha is still there. Then what have to do? Nittam bhagavata sevaya. You have to serve Bhagavat every day, eternally. Two Bhagavats are there, Danta Bhagavat and Bhakta Bhagavat. Under guidance of Bhakta Bhagavat, we have to serve Danta Bhagavat. If you do so, then one day will come very soon, then your bhakti will be no-sticky, transferred into Nishtha. Then some hope, then we should not deviate from our Krishna consciousness. Hare Krishna.
First four on earth. First four. Sarup. Sarup Bhranti. Sarup Bhranti. And then what? You should be ready. Asha Krishna.
So,
You should go. First four. So that's Darubalya.
So
describe four name and then.
Srila Gurudev has ordered me to speak on the anarthas which are described by Srila Bhaktivinoda and Sri Bhajan Mahasya. So first is Sarup Brahm. This is illusion about one's identity. This Sarup Brahm, it has four divisions. Paratattva Brahm, Sudden Brahm, was it Bhakti Virodhi?
Sasarupe.
Paraswarupe.
Sabda sadhana tattvayo bhajani virodhi.
So the first is Paratattva Brahm, that one has illusion about the Supreme Personality of Godhead. For instance, many people from Hindu culture, then they will think that Lord Shiva, he is supreme. Durga, she is supreme. That
Ganesh is
supreme. And in this way, they will think that all different demigods that they're supreme. And they will not understand. Ete chamsa kalapum sab Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. In Raikakulam Lokam Mridyanti Yuge. That Sri Krishna, he is Swayam Bhagavan, the original Supreme Personality of Godhead. Which Krishna? Not Dwakadish Krishna, Maharaj Krishna, but Brajanandana Krishna in Braj. That he is original Supreme Personality of Godhead. And he has his incarnations and expansions. So, more subtly, that one may be worshipping deities, and may be worshipping Radha Krishna, Sitaram, Lakshman, Hanuman, etc. And worshipping all with thinking that all is same, that all is same mood. Not understanding that according to Tattva Vichar, that there's no difference between Krishna, Ram, Narayan. But according to Rasvichar, according to Mellows, that then that there is speciality, and that Krishna in Vrindavan, that he is topmost. So without understanding this also is Paratattva Brahma.
If a person is worshipping in one throne,
One altar,
Singhasan, altar, Radha Krishna, Gaura Nityananda, and also Baladev Prabhu, and also he has kept there Ramchandra, Nishingadev. Then what is this? Pure bhakti or not?
No, because one should understand that according to the different deities that one is worshipping, then there are different modes. That Radha and Krishna, they're in Vrindavan. So you cannot worship Radha and Krishna and also Sitaram, Lakshman, Hanuman, they're in Ayodhya Dham. And
If anyone worshipping Radha Krishna and Gaur Nityanand in same altar, is it right?
No, it's not.
Why?
Because worshipping Radha and Krishna, and Radha and Krishna, they engage in their divine pastimes. But at the same time, worshipping on the same altar, Gaur Nitai. Who is Lord Nityananda? Lord Nityananda is Balaram. Lord Balaram, he is elder brother of Krishna. So, Radha and Krishna, their pastimes will be inhibited by the presence of Lord Balaram or Lord Nityananda. So in this way, worshipping all together, then it will create some, there'll be some fault.
Go.
Then next, Jiva, illusion about the identity of the living entity. For instance, in Chaitanya Charitamrita, it is stated, Jiveras Rupahoy, Krishna Nityadas, that the living entity is an eternal servant of Krishna. So this indicates that we are all servants of Krishna, that we all have been serving Krishna. That we have all come from that place, Goloka Vrindavan, from Vaikuntha. But the next line says, Krishna Tatasa Veda Veda Prakash. Krishna Tatasa Shakti Veda Veda Prakash. That what is the origin of the living entity? That the living entity is emanating from the Tatasa Shakti. That this region, which is the borderline between the material and the transcendental world. So one who is, first of all, in ignorance of one's identity as a minute part and parcel of the Supreme Lord, eternal servant of Krishna, and one who is in ignorance about one's origin, then this all comes under the category of Jiva Surupra. Then, next is Sadhya Sadhan Tattva. That one will not understand what is the ultimate goal of life. The ultimate goal of life is to achieve Krishna Prema. And what is the process to achieve Krishna Prema? Is to take to the process of bhakti. So many people, they may take to the process of karma, jnana, yoga, in trying to achieve the ultimate goal. So this is illusion. And even one comes to the process of bhakti, but is not clear first about what is the goal. So many times Srila Gurudev he quotes, Priti Sadhya Bhavat Sadhya Bhavasa Sadhana Vidha Nityasiddhasya Bhavasya Praktam Vidhi Sadhya. That to perform sadhana bhakti, then first one has to set eye on the goal. That what is the goal? That we want to achieve Bhav Bhakti. And this, where is this Bhav Bhakti? This Nityasiddhasya Bhavasya. That this mood is eternally there, is situated within the heart, but also is situated within the hearts of the Nitya Parikas, eternal associates. So one who is rendering devotional service in Anugatya, under the guidance of a bona fide spiritual master, who is endowed with Swarup Shakti, the transcendental energy of the Lord, then that Swarup Shakti, coming originally from Srimati Radhika, coming through the Nitya Parikas, and then coming through Guru Parampara, and through Gurudev, this will also come into that devotee who is performing with that one pointed goal. One may be chanting Hare Krishna, engaged in deity worship, engaged in so many services. But if one hasn't got the mind fixed on the goal, that what is it that I want to achieve, then this will be this type of illusion. Sadhan Tattva Brahma. Ignorance about the process of devotional service. So hence we see that I can speak for myself, engaged in devotional service for over 20 years, but not making very, very steady, rapid progress. Why? Because of this, this anatta, this illusion of not being fixed, focused, one-pointed, and very enthusiastic to achieve the goal. So what is the goal initially to achieve Bhav Bhakti? So then we should have some idea, some conception. What is Bhav Bhakti? What is Thai Bhav? The different ratis, Shantarati, Dasarati, Sakyarati, Vatsalyarati, Madhura Rati. And then from there we should know what is Bibhav, Alambana, Udipan, then Vishaya Lambana, Ashray Alambana. Then we should know what is Anubhav, what is Asasat Bhigbhav, and what is Vyabhichari Bhav. Then having some conception of what this is, and understanding those personalities who perform sadhana and achieve such goal and beyond, and understanding, getting some inspiration by their example, and then engaging in sadhana. With that understanding, then we can actually become free from the sanatana. Then next is
4 has been told. One more.
Bhajan
Virodhi Vishaya Brahm. Those philosophies which are against the true conceptions of Srila Bhakti, then this comes under this, especially Mayavad conceptions.
Thank you. We should also know that this is iron age or Kali Yuga. We think that we should collect Govardhan Shila and we should worship. We should bring Salagram Shila and we should, or Dwarka Shila, or we should do other things, but they will not be fruitful. That is, it has been told, Hare Nam, Hare Nam, Hare Nam, Vaiva Kevala, Kalau Nas Sevan, Nas Sevan, Nas Sevan. You should always remember. Don't be so much engaged in archan. This is not in the line of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. They all accept Bhav Seva. Bhav Seva. In the line of Rup Sanatan and others. Anyone can do, but not so fruitful. Your mind is not pure. In archan, Shuddha ghee, Shuddha butter, Shuddha, so many things, paraphernalia are needed. Now you cannot have. You will have to fix your mind in archan, but you cannot do. So, archan is difficult. It was for Dwapar Yuga. Austerities you cannot do. It was only in Treta Yuga or Satya Yuga. So they will all any process except Nam Sankirtan. There are so many kirtans, Leela Kirtan, Roop Kirtan, and all others. But they are all including in name. So give more emphasis, prominency to chant name in the line what we are telling. Then you will be successful. Otherwise your life, many lives may be given in archan, and then you will have to come on the same point in Kali Yuga. So try to chant name with affection. If no affection, no harm. Anyhow, you should continue serving your Guru there, always in his guidance. That is why it has been told, Tannam Rupa Charita Dev Sukritanam. Kramina Rasana Manasi or Kirtan. But how? Engaging your mind of the Krishna pastimes and chanting it. Oh, this is so high class of Nam Bhajan. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has given this line. I think our all Guru Parampara is giving. especially in Western countries. Oh, Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj, my Shiksha Guru. Oh, he engaged all in Nam Sankirtan because they cannot be pure. Their mind cannot be pure. So better they should be first engaged in Nam Sankirtan. So you should always engage your mind in Nam Sankirtan. Nam Sankirtan, especially swaying he Krishna and Radha. Nothing. Prajendrananda. No meaning of Hare Krishna or Krishna. Only Prajendrananda and Shyam Sundar. We but prefer Radha Kant, Gopi Kant, Radha Kant, Ras Bihari, like this. So we should note down all these things. Now I think that drama play, they should be ready. In 10 minutes they should be ready, and we were. So you can. After that, 3. Go on, otherwise all are disturbed.